Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dash Show Rose here back with another video. This time I'm going to be reviewing an episode of SpongeBob Season 9A called Jailbreak. Yeah, last time I almost forgot about doing this and I was going to pick a good episode from SpongeBob, Season 9B instead. But I actually remembered before I messed it up. But this episode's called Jailbreak. And actually, now I'm going to get into the episode in a second. But this is one of the few times where Plankton is actually in jail. But anywho, let's get into the episode. Anywho, we're in the episode now. Now let's talk about Jailbreak. As stated in the name of the title, this is where Plankton breaks out of jail. Like I said before, though, this is one of the few times where Plankton's actually in jail. And also, the music. Unlike the other episode I mentioned, the music's actually pretty good in this episode. And guess what? My second favorite SpongeBob music tracks returns in this episode too. It's called the Tip Top Polka / Cliff Polka song. It's kind of a weird name for the song, but that's what it's called. It's the second version of the Krusty Krab theme they use like the hornpipe song, which sadly does not appear in this episode, but this one does. But it appears in this episode. So a lot of the soundtrack from the older seasons are in this episode. But anywho, how's the episode itself? Well, let's talk about the plot. Plankton basically gangs up with these gangsters here to break out of jail. And I think it's very clever they use chum and stuff to break out of jail and stuff. Also, there's a whale here, which is odd. Because really in the show, we only see one whale, and that's usually one whale, and that's Pearl. Unless you count one course meal, but we're not talking about that episode. That episode's horrible. We're going to talk about this episode. But yeah, there's another whale here who plays a big role, more than just a gag. But yeah, I do really like the concept here, but basically SpongeBob, I guess, has a second job where he comes here every week, weekend to work, But I do like the concept of how they break out of jail and stuff. I bet SpongeBob isn't getting paid for this either, because I honestly feel bad for Plankton going to jail and stuff, because Plankton, he doesn't have very good customers and stuff. And every time he tries to, throughout the show, the later seasons, every time he tries to get customers, Mr. Krabs always takes them away. So Mr. Krabs is always causing this competition stuff to happen. But yeah, I do really like it focusing on another location besides, the Krusty Krab for once. I like how Mr. Krabs doesn't show up till the end of the episode, so we don't have to put up with him as much. There's not really a whole lot to talk about really with this episode, really, that I haven't already stated. This is why it would be better to do a seasonal review on this show. But I'm still learning how to edit stuff, so yeah. Anything else to really talk about here that I haven't already been talking about before? Well, there really isn't anything. For some reason, Squidward isn't in the episode, though, even though it shows the Krusty Krab. But yeah, I'm not really sure. But I also noticed that SpongeBob's voice is starting to get higher here too. Like it sounds way off. But Tom Kenny's also been voicing him for over 20 years now, so his voice is definitely getting a little bit off. But there's not really a whole lot to talk about here. I don't know what else to really talk about. So but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. But I'm gonna talk about the like what score I should give it. What kind of score should I give this episode though? There's not really any problems with it, and I do like that it takes place in a different location. And a lot of the music is back too. So I'm gonna say it's 120 points. That's right, it's 120 points. Sorry if the review is very short, but there's not really a whole lot to talk about here. But anywho, I know this video is short, but I'm gonna try to find another episode in the SpongeBob Season 9B I can talk about. Anywho, I will talk to you guys later. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys later. Dash L Rose out.